And we begin tonight with COVID-19 as cases continue to rise in at least 17 states. The Army now headed to Houston to help as hospitals there fill up. ABC's Alex Perche starts us off with our top story at 10.
The number of new COVID-19 cases continues to rise across the country. More than 134,000 deaths reported in the U.S. 17 states are seeing an increase in COVID-19 deaths, with 30 reporting a rise in hospitalizations. And new data from the CDC shows the death toll for Hispanics and non-whites under 65 is more than twice as high as whites in the same age group. 10,360 new cases reported today in Florida. The governor there working on getting stockpiles of the drug remdesivir. New York sending a day's supply to the Sunshine State.
I worked with the vice president and I worked with Secretary Azar to get that expedited so that there wouldn't be a gap in treatment.
And Disney, the parent company of ABC, beginning a phased reopening of its theme parks in Orlando today with new safety protocols in place, including limited capacity, enhanced cleaning, and mask requirements for everyone. An internal FEMA memo obtained by ABC News says 26 of Arizona's ICUs are at capacity, 13 hospitals experiencing staff shortages.
These patients are sicker than patients that we've seen, and they're sicker in a different way.
The demand for testing is growing. A new appointment-only testing site in Tucson says its first week of tests were booked in 10 minutes. In California, tents were set up in El Centro to handle the increase in patients. Refrigerated trucks brought in to store bodies. Ohio's Governor Mike DeWine is not planning on a statewide mask mandate, but did order masks for several counties, which led to some protests.
This really is a fight for our freedom and a fight for our rights here in the USA.
An Army medical task force is headed to Houston as hospitals fill up. Masks now required statewide in Texas.
The only way that we can keep our businesses open, the only way that we can have people continue to have a job they need to pay their bills is for everybody to adopt this practice of wearing a face mask.
A 30-year-old San Antonio man died after attending a so-called COVID-19 party, a trend where young people intentionally gather with someone who's infected.
He thought the disease was a hoax. He thought he was young and he was invincible and wouldn't get affected.
President Trump wearing a mask for the first time in public while visiting Walter Reed today. Alex Perche, ABC News, Washington.